It does. I mean, people are so savvy now that they don't usually think I'm Kelly, but people always recognize me. And I take pride on the fact that I'm a very incognito person. Like I live my life like normal. I'm from the Midwest. I go out, I don't wear hair and makeup and look fancy. Like I like to just sort of be, like everybody else. And but there are those times when, yeah, people recognize me. And of course, I always just love it. And I'm so grateful for their support from so many years ago. I mean, that's an incredible fan base that show had.
Why do you think so? I mean, it's a brilliant show, but like, what do you think it is that this is just people can't get enough?
I mean, the first of its kind. It was the first show that gave teens a voice and a reason to watch TV, a reason to invest in those characters. And those characters were, yeah, they were from Beverly Hills. They got nose jobs in high school and had fancy cars and did all kinds of wild things, but they were real people and going through real things that anybody could relate to, in Germany, in Kansas, everywhere that people watch that show, people are the same, innately as human beings. And that show really tapped into just the realness of people. And also there was just like, I mean, now watching it back, there was that fantastical, like you're watching something you've never seen before, like Beverly Hills. Like you couldn't see it on the internet then because there was no internet. And people didn't know what it was like to live that lifestyle and to see that the beautiful California all the time. So there was that like, it was like eye candy, and just people wanted to be there and be in that. Or I've heard so many times, I watch your show and I moved to California. I moved to LA because I watched Beverly Hills 90210 and I wanted that life. And
Wow.
so there was that part of it too that was so fulfilling for people. And also just the whole Walsh family of it all. Like, I wanted to be in the Walsh family when I watched the first couple of seasons back. It seems so safe and nice and supportive. I wanted that. And also you got to see like, Steve's family and Donna's family and Kelly's family and Dylan's family. And it was just, I don't know, there was something really magical about it.
And wow, I can't believe people have told you they moved to California because of it.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. What do you think Aaron Spelling would say like about like BH 90210, like you and Tori kind of taking the, that's where it kind of started. Like, what do you think he would say?
I know he would have been so proud of us, of her for sure. But of us for doing something that nobody thought could be done and doing something inventive, like, 'cause he was a very inventive, prolific producer of his time, doing things that hadn't been done before. And so this was us doing something else that hadn't been done before. And I know he would have been really into it.
Before we talk about your new Christmas movie, 3 more very quick questions.
Okay.
Who do you keep in touch with on a basis now besides Tori?
Tori, that's what I was going to say. Ian, here and there, yeah, and all of them here and there, but mostly consistently is Tori because we work together a lot.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And like I know like Shannen like wasn't out with her like the fact that her cancer was back, except for like Brian. Like, have you talked to her? Like, how is she doing?
We talk on the DMer, and we text sometimes, but we keep it very like fun and light. I don't like to pressure her and say, how are you? How are you feeling? Like if she needs me, she knows I'm always here, and vice versa.
That makes sense. What about one of your other projects that I loved the Jennie Garth Project, a little reality TV. Like, listen, you do HTV, anything with real estate and it was a great show.
So fun. That was one of my favorite experiences as well. It was kind of reality, but it was more like creative, and it was very real though. And that was me, but I would love to do that again, that Jennie Garth Project 2 or something. I love design. I love redoing houses. I haven't done a project for a while, and I'm chomping at the bits to build or remodel or design something. So I'm looking into that right now. But it was I had a lot of fun doing that show.
It was such a great show.
Mhm.
Would you ever do other reality TV? Like, I know it always comes up, like at the casting rumors, Tori's always thrown into Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I know you have said, like, you know, you didn't think that show was your particular jam. We have
No,
Lisa Rinna, who's killing it. Like, you would never do Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
no, that's one thing I know for sure I would never do. Just because, no offense to anybody that does it, it's just not me. It's not, I'm not comfortable in that environment. And why would I put myself in that environment? I just got an email this week actually about Big Brother, some celebrity Big Brother. And I I read the email and I was like, are they kidding? Why? Like, this is the worst person you could ask to do this. I'm just not, I don't know. A reality, if it's done right, I'm into. I love watching reality. I think that's there. Reality TV can do amazing things, and I would never. I would love to be a part of something like that, but it has to be the right project.
Celebrity Big Brother is phenomenal.
I know, but I will watch it, but I don't want to be on it.
Believe it or not, I think it's a hell of a lot easier than being on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Probably.
Like, if you were going to do one of those. Last question about, has anyone ever come up to you that's like a huge 90210 fan that you're just, you know, like a Brad Pitt or like a George Clooney, like just someone that we would be like, you know, like just someone we would never think, like, I don't know. I mean, I'm a gay man who grew up around that time, so that's not shocking that I love 90210. It's just someone that you'd be like, oh my God, that person's a 90210 fan.
I mean, Kim Kardashian was a huge fan of the original show. I remember when we did BH 90210, she was very, very excited to be seeing what we were doing. But it's anyone from her, you would be so shocked. I'm always shocked when I meet someone and they say, oh, I love your show, or I'm such a fan. And I'm thinking, if you're a fan, I'm a fan of you. I can't believe it. You know, that is always very surreal when someone famous says they're a fan of yours. Yeah.
Did Kim Kardashian slip into your DMs?
I don't remember exactly. I just remember it was something on the social media platform where she was like, yes, I'm so excited about the show coming out.
That doesn't shock me. Well, it's a great show. It's a great legacy. Everything you've done has been phenomenal. Let's talk about your new Christmas movie, Kind Hearted Christmas. Cameron Matheson and you. Yeah. Tell me what we can expect.
Well, it's a really, I mean, as you can imagine by the title, A Kind-Hearted Christmas, it's a really sweet movie. It's that Christmas formula though, you know, you know what you're gonna get. It feels good. It looks pretty. There's music. You get the warm and fuzzies from watching it. And it does not fail to deliver that. Working with Cameron was a dream. I'm friends with Cameron. We had done another Christmas movie together, which I had completely forgotten about. And of course he reminded me, and it just being back with him felt so comfortable and easy. And he's such a kind person. We've become friends off set now, and since the first time we worked together, and it's just really a pleasure to work with him, and a pleasure to work with a really kind crew up in Canada, really safe and supportive, and people that love what they do. Like, you know, they crank out the Christmas movies in Canada. Like they're filming those things all year round, and there are companies just devoted to making Christmas movies. Boom, 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 boom. And the crews will just stay on Christmas movies all year long. So you think they would get sick of it and be like, ugh, another Christmas movie, but they don't, because they know what a service they're doing by giving these feel good movies to all the people out there that love them. And I don't know, it's just something really, I was shocked because it had been a very long time since I had done a movie, like a Christmas movie. And I was like, ugh, I don't know if I want to do another Christmas movie. And, you know, how many Christmas movies can one person do? And then when I was doing it, I was like, I love this. I am having the best time, and everybody here's so nice. Like, it was a really positive experience. And I would do another one tomorrow. I love Christmas movies.
Who doesn't? I mean, there's something about when it's just a little, like this is going to be November 20th, like when it's just a little bit cold out, you get your hot chocolate. Like, I could watch Christmas movies all day, all week.